because that way you get the pull right when the hatchery finishes, and you're able to get 2 queens up right when it finishes, you know. That's just really nice. The only thing is, though, you don't get that gas, so it means you don't get speed. It looks like the SCVs here trying to survive that bunker. 2 Marines on the way. It looks like these drones are going to have to do a little bit of micro. They do not catch those Marines, and the Marines get inside the bunker, doing some kind of damage here, but the bunker is not close enough to really deal any damage while in that bunker, but that is a good stepping stone for the second bunker, possibly a third one. And on the bunker, you know, a lot of players place it behind the hatchery or right by the hatchery so the bunker can hit it. Now that is a good idea, but at the same time, you know, having it further away means that Zerg is not going to see it as easily, and you can always move your Marines back and forth. Now, of course, if you don't have good what's called multitasking skills, you know, that's not going to be easy for you. But if you're able to do it, you can move your Marines in and out while making supply depots and barracks, you know, whatever you got to do at your base. So I mean, that's always going to be more important than actually building guys. So anyways, this hatchery just taking a bunch of damage here by these just 2 Marines. Now the rest of the Marines are coming out here, and lots of SCVs, so this is quite an all-in by Terran. Now, of course, he is going to do a lot of damage, so it's not really quite all-in at this point. You know, if he didn't do any damage, then it would be, you know, like starting out it's an all-in, but after you do some damage, then it's not anymore. So now that he killed that hatchery off now, Zerg is going to be in somewhat of a lot of trouble, you know. He has 2 bunkers here, full of life, plenty of SCVs, and a lot of Marines, so there's really not much Zerg can do. Oh, those 2 Zerglings that popped out managed to kill that one Marine there. It looks like Zerglings coming from all sides there, just surrounding that bunker. Going to do some pretty serious damage here, but at the same time, and I would say wait for that speed. The speed's just finishing now. If you wait a little bit longer, you know, you might have been able to catch those Marines outside their bunker and just catch them off so they cannot retreat into that bunker, kill them off without actually attacking that bunker. You know, just saves you a lot of time, kills off the guys before, you know, so you don't take that extra damage while they're in that bunker. So anyways, the Zergling's now being forced to attack, you know, at least scout or something, because now that he has all these extra Zerglings, you're going to have to do something with them, you know, while this hatchery goes up. You know, you want to make sure that Terran does not have a command center here. If he does, you know, and he aren't able to do some serious damage, then you're going to be, you know, you're going to be losing that game, because he's going to have so much more economy than you. So anyways, 4 barracks going to be completed here in just a second here. The command center is going to be finished here as well soon, and well, that's going to allow him to just produce a lot of SCVs for now, and in, you know, later on he's going to be able to expand, place some bunkers on the low ground here, and just defend it from there, and you know, eventually take that third. So Mister here, you know, he did win that last game against Pinky, and pretty convincingly with that Broodlord stuff. You know, he's got early Broodlords, was able to do a lot of damage, and it just worked out really nice. I really like that build. I might have to look at it again later, actually, just to see what's going on with it. Because, you know, my Zerg is not the best. You know, I'm not the best player. I'm only in Diamond. Now, I do sometimes beat off Master players, you know, actually high-level Master players, but that's when I'm playing really well. I tend to have this, like, good streak and bad streak, you know, not like a normal person. Like I'll be playing really well, and then, like, the next game I'll just play really bad, and then for, like, 3 weeks I'll play really bad. So it's just kind of really annoying. I hope to get out of my rut soon, so I can get back up there and you know, beat some good guys. You know, so it is a lot of fun. You know, it's not a lot of fun if you're losing to, like, platinum players when you know you can do a lot better. So anyways, Reaper coming out now, and you know, people say, oh, Reaper, you know, you can only use it to rush. You know, you rush Reaper and that's it, and that's all they're good for. You know, now that the Reaper takes longer to build, you know, you don't ever get Reaper, and you know, the truth of the matter is, the Reaper is actually good mid-game and late-game. You know, just use him to harass, use him to zone the map, and just scout around, see what's going on, see where the Zerglings are, because, I mean, let's face it, Zerg doesn't want to build a lot of Zerglings. So if you run around the map with Reapers, call off the few Zerglings that are out there, you know, that denies a lot of scouting for Zerg, first of all. Second of all, you can, you know, jump up and down cliffs, scout the expansions a lot easier. Looks like this one Reaper going to be immediately surrounded there by those Zerglings. Well, that's something you really got to be careful of. If you go to the watchtower, kill off that Zergling, you know, and then you continue on to scout his own, you know, scout the Zerg base, he might have some Zerglings out. You know, especially if you know, that early bunker rush happened. You know, Zerg's definitely going to have some extra Zerglings, unless they're, like, super pro in Hydra or something. You know, where they literally defend it with, like, 2 guys and that's it. So, you know, just a good idea to have those Reapers running around. And well, Zergling's going to attack that backdoor rock. It's definitely going to be useful. You know, if you have some extra Zerglings like this, you know, and even if you don't, you know, you might want to just build a couple extra just to take out this rock, because if you take it out, it's going to be harder for Terran to take this third up here. And it looks like Terran is going to be moving out here. Lots of Marines, not much of anything else. The Zergling was picked off, so Zerg does know that this is on the way. He's morphing in a couple of Banelings here, back at his natural. Definitely going to need to produce some extra Zerglings here. And it looks like these Zerglings are going to come back. Oh, these SVs have caught them, and it looks like Terran is going to know that they're back there now. Another bunker going up here. Lots of Marines, no +1 attack done yet, but it is on the way. And looks like the Queen does go down. Looks like no Zerglings out here yet. He really needs to get those Banelings. More Banelings being morphed in here. He really needs to be careful here. The Marines getting really close to those Banelings. They're all being picked off here. And holy cow, those Banelings got a lot closer than I thought they would be. And doing some good damage, but you know, these Marines are still alive. And you know, the only good Marine is a dead Marine. And these Zerglings trying to do what they can. But not going to be enough. A couple of Marines still alive here. Using the drones to pick them off, not a bad idea, I suppose. You know, especially if there's only a couple, because I mean, then they just absorb it. More Marines in here now. He actually has 7 more, excuse me. And he's going to need some more Banelings. You know, that's what I hate about Zerg. You know, you have to keep morphing Banelings. You have to keep producing Zerglings and morphing them. Otherwise, Terran's just going to come here and rock your world. You know, just like this. You're going to lose drone after drone, possibly lose this hatchery, and just not a good feeling. You know. Especially after you lost it the first time. You know, now this +1 is just going to be finishing. He does have the +1 armor on the way. That's going to help a lot, you know, against Banelings and whatnot. You know, if the Zerg gets the +1 attack, Banelings can kill Marines a lot quicker. And wow, there's actually a GG there by Zerg. You know, personally, I absolutely hate having to go against Marines, you know, especially early on with early pressure. It's like you gotta constantly produce those Banelings, constantly produce Zerglings, and if you don't scout that, you know, and you don't produce enough, you know, and you just start producing at the last minute, you're gonna be screwed. You know, you really gotta do that earlier. You know, you really gotta know if he's doing infantry or not, and that's actually something I've been struggling with a lot, just because, you know, even though I know that, you know, it's hard for me to really know exactly where the threshold is where I should stop droning, produce some guys. And, you know, that's just it. You know, that's Zerg. That's Zerg in a nutshell. You know, when do you stop producing drones, and when do you start making those Banelings and Zerglings? Yep. Huh. Star what? Stalker. Okay. I mean, you're not talking about Star Cruisers, are you? Okay. I don't know if I've played that either. Star Strikers. Okay. Alright. Are these guys usually just sitting around waiting for you to like stream them, or what? Hmm. Oh. I see. Because for me, it's kind of hard to find people to cast, to be honest. Oh. Yeah. There are plenty of people on this channel. Yeah. I mean, usually my teammates are, I mean, they usually like to be casted, but I mean, sometimes there's like, oh, I'm just going to go ladder. Or, you know, there's sometimes just not enough idle people on the channel. Hmm. It's just slightly scratchy to me. I don't know about the stream, but...
has ne'er freed women to move.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know why, I just don't get viewers at all. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. How do you usually set it up? I mean, like, to make it really... Has their stream been around for a while? Yeah. I mean, the other guys. I mean, the ones that usually get like 100 plus. Oh. Yeah. I mean, mine's up at Team Liquid, but it's not featured. Something I should look at. Oh, he's playing Protoss this time. Alright, so we have Mr. Oh, really? That's funny. Alright, well, we have Mr. Rev Bitters spawning at the 9 o'clock position here as our Zerg yellow player. And he's just getting up all that normal stuff. And we have Mr. Rev Kevka, or Kefka. I always feel like I'm saying the V, but it's actually an F. Yeah. So he spawned over here at the 3 o'clock as our light pink. Maybe a light purple if you want to call it. I don't really know. You know, it's officially light pink, but you know, whatever you want to call it. And he's just doing all that normal stuff for now, placing that pylon right by the choke there, right by his ramp, you know. Got to be walling off against that Zerg player. Meanwhile, Mr. Bitter's doing normal scouting pattern, so really just nothing going on as of yet. Getting up all that good stuff, the 9 Overlord, and droning pretty good. And, well, this is Metalopolis, once again, and it is cross positions, actually, for the 3rd time in a row. So that does help a lot for Zerg. You know, if it's close positions, it kind of sucks. Actually, against Protoss, I personally like it. I like to do, like, an earlier 11 overpool, and... What? No problem. The what? I don't have it. I've heard of it, I've used it, but I didn't really like it, so I uninstalled it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Maybe you just need to change your Skype settings. I don't know, whenever I'm on a call with someone else, I never have any problems at all. Oh. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I know. I've done it. All right, we'll fix that up next game then. All right. So, anyways, back to the game. We do have 4 Zerglings running off after that probe there. Mr. Bitter's trying to get that expansion up.